Hi guys, welcome back to the Funky Evolution Party. I'm Alice Green. Where have I been? Well, I've been doing some real life research and now it's ready to come out to you guys, and we're going to talk about cancel culture today. Need a drink for this one because I'm going to tell you guys a story, and it is a real life story, but it's just the fact that I am not unique to the rest of the world, and how these themes keep reoccurring and how we actually need to nip it in the butt now. Otherwise, the war that we keep complaining about against each other will continue throughout the ages. Now, I'm quite lucky that my neighborhood is amazing. And I have, when I walk around and you walk around 100-year-old bookshops, and I got this the other day, which is Supernatural by Graham Hancock. And it really is about ancients and our ancient knowledge and how to access that ancient knowledge rather than this modern day nonsense, which I call it nonsense. It does not make any sense. This whole race game, this whole cancel culture, this whole gender nonsense, it's out of control. Now, once upon a time ago, right wing was like, wah! And all of a sudden now it's the lefties, and these parties just need, the party is over, basically. Right-wing party's over, left-wing party's over. The only solution now is a funky evolution party. Unless we evolve, like now, and I mean now, this planet will not survive. Us as a humanity will not survive. We are going to kill each other, cancel each other. For what? It doesn't make sense to me. You know, I asked for a plan, I asked for paperwork, I asked someone where my contracts were. I got branded a racist and a bully. Really? Then I got witch hunted. Publicly witch hunted. Now, luckily I'm not a witch, and I'm actually just a bitch who is able to dig and dig and dig herself out of all the mud that gets thrown at me. Oh, she's too organized. She's too professional. Oh, yeah, she's great, but oh, you can't keep up with me. Oh, you realize that your level of intelligence that you specify, you might have a PhD, but have you lived life? Do you understand what is actually happening? Have you seen how they are trying to make us fight? Because the best way to win a war is to start it within. Let the people hurt each other and we can just sit back and enjoy. Now, this is not just a race thing. This is a gender thing. This is an everything, because I am starting to lose my shit on this. You know, it comes to a point in time where we need to just say, hey, this isn't acceptable anymore. You know, the recent thing in the media is about, the British, and, oh, it's racism and it's abuse and I'm so offended. Actually, you're the one creating racism. I, who have no problem with anybody, am now starting to get really annoyed. That annoyance now comes across as racism. And guess what? It's not. I'm not brown enough. Hey, if I was to get dreadlocks, I would be fishing or whatever it's called. But if someone else gets straight hair and does all that, then that's completely acceptable and normal behavior. We are creating the racism just by not accepting everybody has a style, everybody likes what they like. Now, I wear pink. Oh, can't do that anymore. Can't be feminine anymore. Now we have men dressing as women, and then just using that Y chromosome to push their own agendas. I'm offended. Oh, but it's okay that I'm offended, but if I offend you, cancel her. Really? So yeah, it's actually quite a hard topic to tackle, because for centuries we've been building sandcastles by the sea, and the waves come and the tsunamis come and they're just washing everything out. Now, what we need to do is start building that solid foundation. And the only way to do that is through love. Now, food, fashion, humor, and music are the only things that are going to save us. The story goes like this. Since August, a series of unprofessional mishaps basically led me to working like a crazy woman every single day till 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to save a legacy of 60 years. Be it that I was the only person actually produce, and the only person who was getting attacked. Now, when you're in something, you just do. You just like produce. Your muscles are aching, every part. It's intense. But the end result is where you're going to go with this. However, when you've got, like I keep saying, I feel like life is like I'm at the circus, I'm walking a tightrope, trying to get through that hoop, and then a clown jumps in front of me, and it's just like, whoa, got to keep my balance, and I almost fell. You imagine Halloween group chats of like publicly, and I mean publicly, trying to get me cancelled. And you know what? The smear campaign worked and the cancel culture works, which is really, really, really sad, because those people with a voice who are actually trying to say, hey, stop and think. No. You know what? Lack of education is better because we understand that more. If you ask us for a plan, we don't know what that means. Ah! Kill her. Yeah, right. I'm not dead. I actually came back bigger, badder, and stronger than I was before. And that is the trick, is that through love, through food, fashion, humor, and music, we can change the game. So to let you guys in on a little secret of how my brain works, back in, I think it was March, started to watch Formula One, which was amazing for my brain. Zoom, 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 running rings around people. And a big supporter of Mercedes, because as a team, they are amazing together. And, you know, where discrimination is, and, you know, I was like, ooh, right, let's play along with this for a while. And it was so good for my brain. And that's what I mean about our external environments of haters, of witch hunters, of people trying to drag you down, versus your internal environment. What you see and how you process that information is super important. So really into Formula One. And then when the witch hunt started, i.e. I'm a racist, I'm like, do you guys have any idea what racism means? No clue. I grew up in Australia. I'm very aware of what that means. And then I was like, okay, well, bit of speed on Formula One, but also let's go for a bit of speed on rap and look at Eminem and look at the two extremes of racism here. It's not subjected to the color of, like, well, it is subjected to the color of your skin, but it comes in so many forms. It's not just against people of color or complete white people. There is extremisms on either side, and the trick is to understand that 1% that we're about is actually the thing that makes us so wonderful and different and amazing. So I go back to the garden and I look at plants and I look at the diversity. Even this thing here is supposed to be a hanger, but it's climbing. Right? And that's the thing, is when we box things, or when we expect that something is supposed to go one way and it goes the complete opposite, it can be confusing, but we can actually appreciate it for what it is, and that it is alive and that it's just doing its thing, rather than expecting that we're all going to just do the same thing. We are not. We are different for a reason. That is what makes the world a beautiful place. Now, when we drop the bullshit and the barriers of I'm a this, I'm a that, he's this, she's that, we're not, we're people. And as a collective, it is up to us to drop the bullshit in our brains and start looking at how love, and this isn't about a man and a woman love, this is about you. This is about how you love yourself and how you love the world around you. And that frequency of love, that 60% 60% more than the brain, is what's going to save you. I could have gone under. I completely isolated, no family, no friends, nobody on my team, 4 weeks of being like publicly, and it went even further than that, to the point where you just think, all of this for what? Because you couldn't win a professional argument against me? Because fundamentally, deep down within inside of you, you know I'm right, and that bugs you. So instead of accepting that and saying, hey, shit, I got a sandcastle by the sea, maybe I should build it a little bit further inland. No, let's axe, let's dig them out. And that's why there is no progression in society. We are not progressing because people are like dead weights. This amateur, uneducated, I don't even know. Oh, I'm so offended. That is within you. That is not what someone else is saying to you. That is a problem you have within yourself. And unless you train yourself up to be physically, mentally, emotionally strong, you're never going to win the war. And as people, unless we stand up and say, hey, united we stand, divided we fall, love is the answer that's going to save us all, then this world is never going to change. You're going to have more political parties coming into play that are not there to help us as people. They're there to enslave us. Are you a slave? I'm not a slave. I choose every single day to get myself out of bed, to push, to not stop until I win, to know that no matter what anybody says to me, I know who I am and I don't actually care. Sure, it's hurtful, but what heals hurt is love. I love food. I love fashion. I love humor, and I love music. And these are the things that have saved my world. Now, you get up in the morning, music goes on. Do you expect to party like it's 3 o'clock in the morning at like an underground scene? No. But guess what? It doesn't matter where you are. The party is here. It's in your mind. It's in your heart. And that is the way you win this war. And I'm so fired up now because what happened to me was completely unacceptable. I am one of the best troublemakers, i.e., makes me one of the best problem solvers on the planet. Now, if you're going to be a troublemaker, you better know how to do it right. Otherwise, I will come after you with my sword. And my words are like swords. You want to mess with what is actually our ancient codes. And I go back to the book on supernatural. This is something I'm really going to enjoy reading because it's not magic, it's magnetic. It's about looking at our superhuman powers and the natural world around us and how those electromagnetic frequencies come together like two spinning black holes that are going to collide. Everything around us has the answers. They can burn all the books, they can burn everything, they can hide it from us, they can not put it on Google. It's here, it's in your DNA, it's in your blood. You need to sit with yourself. You need to stop looking at what other people are doing and start looking at you. If it's helpful, do what I do and send some love letters out. Love comes in so many forms, and by giving love, you are actually giving yourself love, and that self-love is what saves you. No one is going to save you. You have to save you. And you do that through food, because hungry people are not happy people. Fashion, because guess what? I will wear pink and I'll still be the scariest person on earth. Humor, because I just think you have to laugh even when things go completely off the wall. You have to be able to laugh about it. And music, because that sound and vibration that no one can see is actually what transforms you. You know, like, negative vibrations cannot exist in high frequencies, and that is what this plan, what this party is all about. You know, I am so far underground, I might have to come up to street level every now and then to be like, excuse me, it's time. So please like, share, get the message out there. Let's actually officially kill this race game that, I can't believe it, 1%. We are fighting over 1% when they are poisoning our food supplies, stealing our children, doing all of these really, really naughty things to us as people. That's okay. You're going to give me free Wi-Fi? No worries. You can do what you want to me. Want some blood too? Think about what you guys are doing. Think about who you're cancelling. And rather than cancel people, why don't you go and do some research and make yourself a better person? Anyway, I'll leave you on that note. Also, I'll post my garden video that I have been making videos. I just haven't been posting them. So please let me know what you think. Cheers. Take care.